I collected data on 6,228 Holiday Ops boxes so that I can tell you exactly what's inside them. At the end, we'll see that one of these box types is actually underperforming significantly, and the reason why might be surprising. But, you know what? This isn't right. One sec. Haha! There we go. That's a lot more festive. Thank you to everybody that sent me their data. I can't make videos like this without your help, so I really appreciate it. Now, if you didn't notice, there's something missing from the boxes this year. You see, duplicate tanks no longer come with garage slots. While this isn't a huge deal for most of us, newer players may find this a little frustrating. But don't worry, you can still get extra garage slots out of Chaffee, and you can technically just buy them for credits now, so really not a huge loss. Since garage slots are not in these boxes, I've removed them entirely from the gold conversion table. Previously, we gave them a value of 150 gold for each garage slot, and I'm no longer adding that in, so keep that in mind as we dive into the rest of the data. My premium time conversion is based on the cost of 30 days of premium time in gold, which costs roughly 67 gold per day. Here's the total value of all items in the boxes for this year. 6,228 boxes yielded a total gold value just under 5.8 million, which works out to be roughly 929 gold per box. However, many people don't really care about the credits or the premium time. All they really want to know is how much actual gold and vehicle compensation they can expect. So if we pull the premium days and the credits out, that leaves us with just over 4.6 million gold, which works out to roughly 740 gold per box on average. Now, using this second average, we can calculate your gold per dollar value based on how expensive a box is. But keep in mind that the approximate gold per dollar for these packages that are under 50 is really inflated since you're not guaranteed one of the high tier vehicles. Interestingly, the cost per box isn't that big of a difference between 75 boxes and 160 boxes. If you're uncomfortable splurging for the 160 box package, going with the 75 or 80 box package is close enough in value that you really shouldn't feel like you're overpaying. New this year is the 240 box package, which is technically the best value we've had in boxes yet. With 5 new tanks, this package is 10 boxes shy of the pity mechanic trigger for the last tank. It's pretty reasonable that you'll likely get all of the vehicles with the package, but keep in mind that you may need to drop another $20 to snag the final vehicle, which is a cheeky way for Wargaming to make you pay a higher per box price for just that last handful of boxes. So I've broken down the averages into more detail, but I know most of you don't really care about this. For the 2 people out there that do, feel free to pause the video now. I'm kidding, it's not really paused. Let's look at the average box contents before diving deeper. The average box will provide you 329 gold, 55,000 credits, and 0.7 days of premium time. Additionally, you can expect a low tier tank 11.6% of the time and a high tier tank 3.66% of the time. As we climb our way a little deeper into the data, keep in mind that this is the observed average and your drop rate could vary wildly. Standard item drop rates, we see that the 1,000 gold is actually lower than the low tier drops. Interestingly, the 1 day of premium time drops more often than the 100,000 credits. Comparing these stated drop rates, we see that it mostly matches what is published in the article. And the difference is easily explained, but we'll get there in a moment. Now, low tier drop rates are also matching the stated drop rate from the article. Interestingly, the tier 5 drop rate is about half of the tier 4 to 2. High tier vehicle drop rate is higher than what is stated in the article. Our observed drop rate is 3.66%. The reason why that we see this higher drop rate is because of the pity mechanic. You see, with the pity mechanic, it adds a floor to the bell curve, which would shift the average above the stated 2.4%. Anyways, bonus resource drop rates are consistent with last year. Wargaming staff told me that they should be evenly dropped, and that matches our observations at roughly 25% chance for each of the random resources. 3D skins are claimed to drop at 5%, but we are more interested in how many boxes on average it takes to get all of the skins. This is higher than what we observed last year. Grabbing the 5th skin will cost on average 94 boxes. Personally for me, I didn't get the 5th skin until box 241, but you know, who's counting? Me. I'm counting. If we compare this year's Holiday Ops value to previous years, we can see it's roughly on par with prior years, even when we know that we've taken out the garage slots. Keep in mind that looking at the first year, the sample size is very small. That can help explain why that one is so high and also why this year's might look a little bit low. Considering the regularly available War Chest bundle, which costs $100 for 25,000 gold, it works out to 250 gold per dollar. Holiday Ops boxes are still the best value all year. However, I will say that if you're buying bundles less than 50 boxes, it's possible that your gold per dollar value is going to be lower than what you would expect from the war chest. Without a guaranteed high tier vehicle, the value may not add up as you might expect, though technically speaking, the war chest starts at $100, so there is that. Now let's take a gander at the luckiest boxes. You'll notice the unluckiest box is the New Year type, but I think I know why this is. You see, when people are opening their boxes, they're typically starting at the top and working their way down. Since only the largest bundle has over 50 boxes per type, then it stands to reason that the pity mechanic wouldn't kick in until the next set of boxes. This would explain why we see a dip on the New Year box value and then a spike on the Christmas box. So looking at the overall picture of Holiday Ops this year, I feel it's one of the best iterations we've had. I am curious though, who would you like to see as next year's VIP? Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see. Anyways, this year, Chaffee the dog is actually useful. The advent calendar returned and provides much needed freebies instead of just asking you to buy stuff. For those that do want to buy stuff, they have now provided a weekly sale of 3 different tier 8 premiums, giving you an option to start spending all that gold and converting it into something useful, which is premium tanks. Lastly, this year, we don't have a BZ-176. We've dodged another absolutely broken vehicle for now. Other than the missing garage slots, I really don't have any criticisms for this year's Holiday Ops. Gathering all this information takes a great deal of effort. You can show your appreciation by dropping a like. By the way, did you know that you can get a commander that trains 4 times faster than a regular commander for free in the advent calendar? I'll explain exactly how you can do that over here. Trust me, it's free and you can still get it. So go see, really fast, totally worth it. There's only ever been 3 other ones, so go, do it.